and welcome back to English Made Easy. I'm Lisa, and I'm joined as always by my brilliant co-host, Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Lisa, and hello to all our listeners. Today's episode is going to be a game changer for anyone at the C1 level. We're diving into advanced conversational skills to help you sound more natural, confident, and fluent in English.
That's right, Tommy. At the C1 level, learners usually have a strong grasp of grammar and vocabulary, but they want to refine their conversational skills. Things like using idiomatic expressions, maintaining a natural flow, and even managing more complex discussions.
Exactly. So, let's get into it. Lisa, how about we start with small talk, something that's essential for advanced learners to master?
Great idea. Small talk might seem simple, but doing it naturally can be tricky. Let's give an example.
Sure. Imagine we're at a work conference. I'll start. Hi, Lisa. I don't think we've met before. I'm Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Nice to meet you. I'm Lisa. Are you enjoying the conference so far?
Yes, it's been really insightful. The keynote speaker this morning was brilliant. Did you attend that session?
I did. I found her perspective on AI and education fascinating. What did you think?
I completely agree. She had such a fresh take on the subject. Are you working in the education field as well?
Yes, I'm an English teacher. What about you?
I'm a content creator, actually. I produce online courses for language learners.
See how the conversation flows naturally. We used follow-up questions to keep it going and shared relevant details about ourselves.
Exactly. And notice how we didn't rush into heavy topics. Small talk is about keeping things light and finding common ground.
Now, let's talk about something that really helps advanced learners stand out. Idiomatic expressions. These are phrases that native speakers use all the time, and they can make your English sound more authentic.
Absolutely. Let's demonstrate a short dialogue using idioms.
Hey, Tommy, you look like you've been burning the candle at both ends. Everything okay?
Oh, I've been swamped with work lately, but I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's good to hear. Remember to take it easy, though. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew.
You're right. I'll try to take a breather this weekend.
In this short exchange, we used idioms like burning the candle at both ends, swamped, see the light at the end of the tunnel, bite off more than you can chew, and take a breather.
If you're a C1 learner, I recommend learning idioms in context. Don't just memorize them. Try using them in your own conversations.
Another key skill at the C1 level is being able to express your opinions clearly and respectfully, especially in discussions or debates. Let's role-play an example.
Okay, let's discuss something relevant. Should social media platforms regulate content more strictly?
That's a great topic. Personally, I think social media platforms should take more responsibility for regulating harmful content. It's their duty to ensure a safe online environment.
I see your point, but I'm not entirely convinced. While regulation is important, I think too much control could limit free speech. People should have the right to express their opinions, even if they're controversial.
I agree that free speech is important, but don't you think there's a line when it comes to hate speech or misinformation? Those can cause real harm.
That's true. Perhaps the solution lies in finding a balance, regulating harmful content without suppressing diverse opinions.
This kind of discussion allows you to use advanced linking phrases like, personally, I think, I see your point, but, and perhaps the solution lies in.
Yes, and these phrases make your speech more polished and professional.
Another advanced skill is knowing how to handle interruptions or clarify your point during a conversation. Let's show an example.
Sure.
So, as I was saying, the report clearly shows.
Sorry to interrupt, Lisa, but could you clarify which report you're referring to?
Of course, I'm talking about the market trends report from last quarter.
Got it. Please continue.
In this example, I acknowledged the interruption politely and clarified my point without losing the flow of the conversation.
Yes, and this is so important in professional or academic settings.
Let's talk about vocabulary. At the C1 level, it's not just about knowing a lot of words. It's about choosing the right ones for the situation.
Absolutely. For example, instead of saying I'm very tired, you could say I'm exhausted or I'm drained.
And instead of that's a good idea, you could say that's a brilliant idea or that's an excellent suggestion.
Learning synonyms and context-specific words is a great way to elevate your language.
Before we wrap up, let's share some practice tips for our advanced learners. Tommy, what's your number one tip?
My top tip is to engage in real-life conversations as much as possible. Join online discussion groups, attend language meetups, or even participate in debates.
That's a great tip. For me, it's all about active listening. Pay attention to how native speakers structure their sentences, use idioms, and express opinions. Podcasts, interviews, and TED Talks are fantastic resources.
Yes! And one more thing. Don't shy away from challenging topics. Practice discussing current events, giving presentations, or even telling stories in English.
That brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you found these tips and examples helpful for mastering advanced conversations in English.
Remember, practice is key. The more you immerse yourself in English, the more natural it will feel.
Thanks for listening to English Made Easy. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review.
See you next time, everyone. Keep practicing and stay motivated.